paper. If you're a TV station, they can shut it down, you know, without going through any legal process. Yeah. So it makes it difficult for people who really want to oppose the government to do it, you know, ferociously and with zeal.
And be successful in doing so.
That's correct.
You see,
without thinking of the financial and other consequences of it. All jobs come from the government.
All right.
Okay, they might retaliate, say, well, all your family will throw them away from job. So that might serve as a deterrent against people who want to oppose the government. See, so we were more successful here because we had the resources. Okay. You know, there were, you know, well-meaning corporations and business people who saw that, you know, it's in their interest for African Americans to have their rights. It's a good business, you know, idea for there to be peace and stability so they can benefit. And you can see the corporations played a vital role here in the changes. Nobody can deny that. A lot of the funding to LCLC and all this came from corporations. So it enabled them to have the resources to fight. In these other countries, they don't have those resources, you know, available to fight the government because government controls almost 90% of the resources because the economies are mixed in a way, what they call mixed economy.
Well, now, it seems to me that this is a terrible waste of human resources, Dr. LMadu, is it not? I mean, you've excluded millions and half millions of people in various countries from participating in the social, economic, and political development of a country. Is that not a terrible waste of resources, human resources?
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, in South America alone, you have about between 150 to 200 million, you know, Africans who live. Like I said before, Brazil alone has about 90 million. You know, so this is a huge, you know, waste of human resource that needs to be tapped. But the only way I think, you know, changes can come quicker, you know, is if the government becomes more democratized. Not just political democracy. You know, voting is one thing. Controlling the means of production and resources is another.
Very good.
So that's one way the Africans in diaspora can prosper when they start sharing in the economy of those countries where they live, control the resources, or be part of, you know, the group that controls the resources. Then they could be able to fight for their rights effectively.
And so you think that Africans in the United States has had a tremendous opportunity over some of the others, primarily because of their ability to agitate and to become politically sensitive to all of these things. Is that what we're saying?
Absolutely, and because of, you know, because of education, you know, because of education and resources. You know, in most of these other countries, most of the Africans are not educated at all, almost 3/4 of them. So you don't have that powerful middle class that we had in this country to lead any kind of, you know, revolt. And you know, most of the time, most revolutions are led by the middle class. They're led by the middle class.
And really, for all practical purposes, there are no black middle classes as such in many of these countries.
Absolutely, absolutely. In most of these countries, you don't have what you call really a strong black middle class.
And of course, Dr. LMadu, we're ending this show for today, and I just want to thank you for bringing up, for reminding us, because I think that so many of us simply see the Africans in America, in the United States, and we think that that is a condition of Africans everywhere. If we are aware that there are other Africans everywhere, and I think that this show will go quite a way in determining where Africans are. And of course, let me encourage our audience to tune in again next week for another informative edition of Comments. Thank you and good morning.